right, so I've been told to avoid slides, so I am avoiding slides. I'm Jacob. I'm a founding engineer at Graphite, where we're building the new developer productivity platform. Most recently, it's becoming the AI developer productivity platform with our latest product, which is called Graphite Reviewer. It's an AI code review companion that is optimized to minimize false positives and provide the highest signal possible to reduce your developer workflow cycle time. So our product before Graphite Reviewer already included a code review app, and so I'm going to show you how we've kind of plugged this companion into that app by showing you some of our PRs from literally today, going through our feed and showing some of the comments that Graphite Reviewers made on our team's PRs. So here is what the Graphite Reviewer page looks like in the app. These are the stats for our org. You know, thousands of PRs reviews, lots of issues found, and a significant chunk of those, like 2/3 or more, almost 3/4, have actually led to code changes. And our downvote rate is about 3 or 4%. That's consistent with what we're seeing across all of our users. Across hundreds of thousands of PRs, we have about a 3% downvote rate, which means that we're doing our job of keeping false positives really low. We use RAG to store information about your code base and pull requests, so we're context aware, which is useful not just for making sure that we know about the language or version of language that you're using, but also because it means you can use Graphite Reviewer as a ramp-up tool for your engineering team, so they can learn the conventions of the code base. So we have this feed on the right here. I'm super zoomed in. That's what it normally looks like. We have this feed on the right here where you can kind of see all of the comments that Graphite Reviewer is leaving in your code base. But let me just jump into a few that I've saved from today that I have open here. So this one is actually not from today, but we picked this PR because it showcases all of the different things that Graphite Reviewer is doing for you. So you'll notice that in the code diff here, we have a Graphite Reviewer comment, an automatically generated suggested fix to your code, and this comment is actually based on a CI failure, which we're summarizing from the GitHub CI run output. And so that kind of gives you a picture of all the different ways that Graphite's integrating into your platform. So let's take a look at some more examples from today. Here's an example of someone removed an import, or actually added a feature and ended up creating a second line of import in TypeScript. Our linter failed, so he actually updated this PR while I was looking at it. That's fun. All right, but anyway, he created another import here, created a second import statement. Our linter failed. This is now a different lint error, so Nick should probably be running this linter locally to avoid this. But as you can see, you don't need to click through to GitHub, go through that messy, expanding and collapsing CI output. We're going to summarize that for you. And most of the time, we're able to actually just give you that fix. Have you ever had a time when your coworker put up a PR, had a lint error, and you felt like you had to be the one leaving a comment to tell them how to fix it because you were so annoyed that the PR wasn't working properly? This avoids doing that, keeps your workflow very focused on the things you're doing, and gives you that feedback 40 times faster. Like an hour to 90 seconds, right? Here's another example. It's caught a lot of stuff like copy-paste. Where you copy-paste the wrong thing in, you leave some characters there. In this case, someone working on our docs pages accidentally left a link to GitHub CLI documentation instead of our documentation, which is not what we want. And you can see here we have a CI check failure where we have the validation that the article of the guide for our docs page contains the username instead of the name. So we're catching a lot of things here. It's all really high signal. We've done this by using Claude's, the Claude model from Anthropic. We actually have a case study with them that came out today talking about the way in which we're using that and some of the prompt engineering and self-critique that we're using to build this. So definitely check that out. It's at the top of our website right now, graphite.dev. But yeah, engineers at top companies are using this, loving it. And if you have any questions after the event, I'll be back there at our table.
Awesome. Thanks. Wait, I got one quick question. You said there's like a 96, 97% helpful rate, like a 3 or 4% downvote.
Yeah.
Where was it when you first started?
Oh, I mean, so like we have our internal version right now where we're testing different prompt engineering combinations, like new features. We're building a rules engine where you can kind of see it down here, where we're letting people request access to that to like customize this even further beyond the RAG stuff. And like with all of the beta features on, it's like maybe 30 to 50% rate. So like it takes a lot of iteration to get these tools right. But you know, like AI is notorious for better or for worse, generative AI for hallucinations and errors and stuff, which is some of the stuff we're catching, honestly, with like Copilot generated code. And so optimizing this has been the #1 priority for us as we built this.
Awesome. Thanks.